Hi guys, I'm here today to do a quick and easy makeup tutorial for you. I did one of these just over a year ago, but looking back I really dislike how it turned out, so I wanted to update it for you just so I have another quick, easy, everyday type of makeup tutorial that I can actually approve of and suggest. So basically I'm going to use fairly few products, at least for me. You can obviously not include any of these that you don't want to use, don't need to use. I'm also trying to use mainly drugstore products. There are a couple things that I don't have drugstore, but you could obviously substitute in a drugstore equivalent or dupe. So yeah, basically the point of this tutorial is to be like 20 minutes or less, basic, pretty face. I'm not trying to do a no makeup. I have done that before and I will link it down below and in a card above. But yeah, this is just going to be a simple, quick and easy makeup tutorial. So that's probably enough rambling for now, and I will get into it. So I'm going to start off with my foundation. If you don't feel like you need foundation, you can move right on to concealer or powder, but I like quite a lot of coverage. I get kind of pink and splotchy, as you can see. So I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte foundation. I'm in the color 101 Classic Ivory. And I think I've said this before, but I do like to pat my foundation into my nose with my finger instead of with the makeup brush, just because for some reason makeup brushes make my nose really streaky. So that's what I'm doing. Also, this foundation applies really well with the fingers, but I am going to use a brush. I'm using the Real Techniques buffing brush. So that's just a thin layer of that foundation. You can build it up quite nicely, but I'm going to stop there for today. I'm also going to be using concealers because I am quite pink in the cheek area. This is also good for covering your under eyes. Again, I'm going with another drugstore product, and I'm using the Essence Pure Nude Concealer, and I'm using the color Pure Sand, which I think is supposed to be the darker one, but it has a bit of a pink undertone, so I find that it works quite well for me to cover under eyes. And I'm going to take it down my cheeks a bit in that sort of usual triangle. And then I'm going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder. Mine is getting very low, but this is my favorite powder of all time. And I'm just going to set my entire face with that. If you have drier skin, you might not want to set your entire face, but I would still set the under eyes. So now we have a nice base down. I'm just going to contour a little. This is completely unnecessary. It's probably the most easily skippable step in this tutorial, but I do really like to have contour, at least on my cheekbones. Unfortunately, I don't have a really great drugstore contour or bronzer, so I'm going to use one from the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani eyeshadow palette, which is Anaheim right here, which is the cool brown. By the way, do let me know if you would appreciate an all high-end version of this makeup tutorial, or like something in the quick and easy makeup tutorial family that's all high-end, because I could totally do that. Yeah, I just felt like I should probably use some drugstore products, because probably a lot of people that are looking for a really easy makeup tutorial aren't necessarily wanting to invest a lot of money in their makeup. But if you do want it, let me know and I could totally do it for you. I have more than enough products. Next, I'm going to use, unfortunately, another high-end product, just because I don't have very much in the way of drugstore eyeshadows, but I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Naked palette. There are plenty of nude palettes in the drugstore. There's the Maybelline one, there's the L'Oreal ones, or I'm sure you could find a little quad from somebody who's got some neutrals in it. But yeah, I'm just going to be using this palette for today. I am going to be priming my eyelids. Again, you don't need to do this. Some eyeshadows make it more necessary than others. The Urban Decay ones are quite good, but it does make your eyeshadows last longer, and sometimes it can make them a lot more pigmented. So I'm going to use it. I'm using my Essence I Love Stage, just like always. So first off, I'm going to go in with Naked, which is this sort of not too dark brown color, sort of medium brown. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that on a big fluffy brush, and I'm going to work that above my crease. I'm not going to use too many eyeshadows for this look, just so it is easy to replicate. But a crease color is pretty essential, in my opinion. It just gives a lot more depth and dimension to your eyes, and yeah, it's like eye contouring. So I'm going to use 3 eyeshadows today is what I want to do. Next I'm going to use Toasted, which is kind of a rosy gold color, at least once it's swatched. We're going to pat this onto the eyelid. You can build this up as much as or as little as you want. This is a fairly warm brown toned rose gold shade, which I really like. If you have the Naked 3, you could do something sort of similar with that palette, but it's going to be a lot more rose toned, obviously. Also, if you have the Naked 1 palette, almost any of the eyeshadows will work with this like sort of combination. Use Naked, or you could use Buck in the crease, and use any other eyeshadow on the lid, and you're gonna have a pretty basic but really nice look. So that's that. And then I'm just gonna highlight. I think I'm gonna use Sin today. I'm just gonna use a little bit of that under the brow bone. And then on the inner corner as well. And we're just gonna go back and blend over the crease one more time. And I did take a little bit more product on my brush. Or if you want Toasted to be a little more intense, you can just pop a little bit more in the center of the lid with your fingertip. Fingertips are always going to be the most intense application of a color. So that's about halfway. I'm looking pretty crazy because I have no brows or lashes. So we're going to do brows next. I'm going to use my CoverGirl I Am Brow Maker Definer pencil in Midnight Brown. And if you're wondering, I do like using the chunky sort of sharpenable pencils just because I find that they last a lot longer and are also a lot faster to fill in your brows. So if you like to fill in your whole brow like I do, then that's what I would suggest. If you like the precision of being able to draw more like hair-like strokes, then maybe a skinny wind-up pencil is going to last a bit longer for you. That's just not how I do my brows, so yeah. It's all about how you want to do things. Also, a friendly reminder that you can try to fill in your brows perfectly until the end of days, and they're probably never going to match. So be happy when they're close. I'm going to finish my brows with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper Gel, and I use the shade Medium to Dark. Next is mascara. You can line the lower waterline if you want, but I don't think I'm going to today. I'm using the Essence I Love Extreme Volume Waterproof Mascara, which is quite nice if you like a giant brush, because it's big. But yeah, and it actually is waterproof, doesn't smudge. I do my lower lashes as well. and then I'm just going to do lips. So I'm going to use a drugstore lipstick as well. This is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Adia Baba. It's a beautiful, beautiful color. I love the soft matte lip creams. I need more of them, but I always forget about them because they're drugstore. They have a bit of a frosting smell, which is really nice. And they dry down and last all day. And that's the whole look. So that took me almost exactly 20 minutes since I started, which is pretty good considering I was talking you through every step that I was doing. So you could probably do this in 10 minutes depending on how often you do something like this. So yeah, it's a pretty quick, simple makeup tutorial. If you want to add something like highlighter or blush to the cheekbones or anything like that, if you want to do eyeliner, then obviously that is up to you. But I was just trying to show you a really quick, simple makeup tutorial that looks very done and well put together and doesn't take you all morning. So I think it looks very sort of spring and summery because you got those warm colors on the eyes. This is a very customizable look, but I just wanted to show you sort of the general steps and you can customize the colors to work for you. I hope that you found this tutorial helpful or entertaining in some way. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy it and subscribe to see more videos from me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys. But I'm going to be showing you what's in my bag right now. This is the bag that I'm currently using. It's this adorable sort of fringy faux suede bag. It's got this faux suede on the front with these gold hardware-y buckles.